Hey everybody, welcome back! Welcome to Toxic Reddit, where I get to live out my fantasies of being Judge Judy. Court is in session. Am I the a-hole for leaving negative reviews on my son's book? Yes, moving on. All right. Well, let's hear this person out. Let's get some context, I guess. I like how I've already made up my mind. Long backstory that explains why I did this. My son's 14. A while ago, he came to us saying he loved writing and wanted to write a book. He wanted us to pay for the editor for it and art for a book cover. Now he's tried a ton of other things, sports, music, etc., and usually gives up after a month. So I was hesitant to give him money for this, but I made a deal. I would pay for a basic edit if he finishes the book. My wife is an artist, so she could whip something up for the cover. I thought that was fair, and my wife thought so too. Well, a few months go by without anything, and I assume he gave up. But 4 months ago, he brought us a finished book. I'm sorry, what? Your son is 14 and he wrote a book? I was excited because this was the first time he committed to something, especially since we didn't push him to do it. Of course, I held to my part of the deal, paid for an editor, and my wife made a cover for publishing an ebook. I was proud of him since I dabbled in writing when I was around his age and could have been published myself. But life got in the way with an unexpected pregnancy, and our lives focused on him. He published over a month ago. He was getting a bit full of himself though, thinking about becoming a famous author. I was worried he was getting a big head, and I wasn't ready to expect how people would react to his work. I wanted him to keep a level head so he knew he could still improve and keep working at it. Okay. So I started to leave neutral reviews, 3-star reviews on his Amazon page with fake accounts. Bro! He took it well, saying that it was fair, but he didn't take it too seriously because he said the reviews didn't seem like they had read the book and he would brush them off. Did you read the book? I'm sorry, before I go any further, did you read the book? To be fair, I haven't had the time to read it! Shut up! Oh no! Are you serious? Are you freaking serious right now? So my reviews were vague. Well, yeah, it's kind of what happens when you don't read something before you review it. I cannot believe this right now. Is this actually a person? This is a real person? This is your son. This is your son, okay? Never in my wildest dreams do I read my negative comments and think that they are someone I know, let alone my own mother or father. But now you have scared me. We all think it's just random people on the internet and those words can't hurt us, but if it's the people that we know and we love... I left harsher 1-star reviews because he didn't take the earlier ones seriously and really dug into it, complaining about specific pages. Okay, so this is something that you do before the book is published. You give constructive criticism. I would skip to a specific page and type how the review hated this or that thing to add more details so he would take it more seriously. Well, he broke down crying, around dinner the other day, saying he hated the reviews he's getting on the book. He wants to keep writing, but he's too scared to publish again, which might be for the best if he can't handle a bit of critique from strangers on the internet. You're not a stranger, you're his dad! My wife knew I was doing this as I tell her everything, but she blames me, saying I went too far. I only left 6 or so reviews, and he's at under 2 stars, so it's not a 1-star review bomb. Yeah, but dude, you do realize that you leaving those reviews is preventing other people from wanting to buy the book, right? This isn't just like I'm giving him constructive criticism. You're affecting whether or not this book will sell and your son will be a success. Dude, you're like sabotaging his career, and I think it's because he's a writer and you're not. Didn't realize that you could take out your own frustration on not making it as something on your own children, but apparently I was wrong. I went soft on most of them, but I admit I went harder on 1 or 2 1-stars. My wife says I need to tell him the truth and just do a relaunch, but I want to stick to my guns on this one. If he can't get through this, he won't make it and won't become a good author if that's what he really wants. I'm baffled. I am baffled by your behavior. You want to know how I know that you're jealous of your own son? You won't read his book. What if it's actually really, really good? Maybe it's actually good and you're just taking this dream that he has and you're crapping all over it with your shiza, your dookies. Like, you're 100% the a-hole, but let's see what everybody else had to say. He's clearly jealous of the son because he did what he couldn't do at his age. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Am I the a-hole for manipulating my son by leaving fake bad reviews on his book to keep his ego in check? That's what I don't get. What if he has an ego because it's actually good? Listen, ego is seen as kind of a bad thing, all right? Every time that you meet someone with a big ego, whatever, it's like obviously not an endearing quality. But in order to be successful, you have to believe in yourself, which comes with a certain amount of ego, okay? You have to believe in yourself and you have to believe in your own work, because if you don't, then who the hell else will believe in it?
This has been the Advice on Success with Charlotte Dobre.
The kid is literally 14. Of course he'd think that when he finished writing a book at 14. But instead you want to ruin it and let him cry his eyes out? Terrible father, you're the a-hole. How the hell are they fair reviews if he hasn't read the book? Might be for the best since he can't handle critique. Bruh, you're literally cyberbullying your own kid. I'm lost for words. Oh, sorry, this post has been removed by the moderators. You know, I have a little bit of hope after seeing that. I'm hoping that it was removed because it wasn't real. Let's cross our fingers on that one. Moving on. You're the a-hole. Am I the a-hole for telling my wife that leaving her used pad in my brother's place was inappropriate? In what context? Where'd she leave it? Where'd she put it? In the like on the floor or like on his counter? Go on. Order! Order in the court! Settle down. I like how having my hair like this also kind of looks like I have one of those like judge wigs on. Petition to have Charlotte do her hair like this every time she does an Am I the A-hole video. My wife and I were invited to my brother's 31st birthday. He's single and lives alone in his apartment. So to give you the heads up, my wife and him don't get along so well, but can be civil enough to sit at the same table. So we went and had dinner and talked and everything, and it was going well. No argument till after my wife went to use the bathroom. Later, my brother went to use the bathroom, then came back looking pissed. He kept giving me and my wife looks, but I didn't know what was going on until he pulled me aside before we left and told me that my wife had left her used pad in his bathroom. What was she supposed to do with it? Carry it around? Okay, what? I was shocked and didn't know what to say because this felt highly inappropriate. It's only inappropriate because you seem to have a problem with women's periods. He said he didn't appreciate what my wife did and it was a sign of disrespect toward him. I apologized profoundly and said I didn't know about it. He asked me to speak to her or she wouldn't be welcome in his place anymore. Because she has a period? You know, she like can't help that, right? We don't like carry around our used pads and tampons with us. That's what garbages are for. We got in the car and I asked my wife about it. She nonchalantly said there was nothing wrong with what she did and my brother was being ridiculous. I flipped and told her it was very inappropriate for her to leave her used pad in his place, even if it was in the bathroom and in the trash can, bro. Because it made him uncomfortable. Wow, wait till he sees what being in a relationship is like. She yelled, asking what she was supposed to do, and I told her she could have took it with her and threw it outside, not in his bathroom. That's my brother's place, and he told me how he felt about it. She yelled at me, calling my brother an okay, yeah, tiptoeing around it for sure, and made me an asshole for getting in her face about it. She said she needed to use the bathroom and it's not like the pad was visible since she dumped it in the trash can. At home, we still argued about it and she kept on calling me and my brother names. She's currently not speaking to me and is avoiding me entirely. I think that's for a variety of reasons. It doesn't surprise me. Let's just say that. Regardless, I felt like it's his place and he gets to express what makes him uncomfortable in it. Or he could like not make your wife uncomfortable about having her period. Like what the hell? That is so awkward. Like chill out. Edit, I can't give info or expand on what was seen, but I can tell you that the trash can does not have a lid. It's not like one of those trash cans that have a lid on top and you can push it. What I want to emphasize is on the fact that as guests, we should respect people's homes and not argue about what makes them uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but if your brother has a home and he's inviting people over, and those people might be women, they might have their period and they might need to put things in the trash can. Imagine getting angry about like people coming over and using your bathroom to take, you know, it kind of makes me uncomfortable when you come here and you dookie in my bathroom. Like, why can't you just hold it? Disgusting. He said it made him uncomfortable, and that should, in my opinion, be acknowledged. It should be acknowledged that he's making your wife feel uncomfortable about a natural thing that she can't help. She literally can't help it. We don't control that. Oh, see, the way you were describing it made it seem like she left it unwrapped on the edge of the sink or something, but she threw it away in the bin that's meant for trash. So yeah, you're the a-hole. Please walk me through the logic here, because I'm like, you lost me. The pad is too disgusting to put in the bathroom trash can, so you would rather that she put it in a pocket or her purse to carry it around instead. That's a good point. It's too disgusting for the literal trash can, so she should instead carry it on her person during a birthday party. Honestly, I think you should get divorced. Take a sex ed class and get divorced. Look at this comment. He's single and lives alone. Yeah. And I think it's probably going to stay that way. You know, he should try to think about getting over that. We put up with the fact that y'all don't wash your butts. And you can put up with the fact that we have periods every month that are completely natural. There was one commenter on the original thread who agreed with OP and said he makes his daughter wrap each individual pad and take it outside to the trash after use. Bro, you're teaching your daughters that it's like disgusting to have a period. Broke my heart to think of those young girls growing up ashamed of their own bodily functions. I'll just leave that one there. Imagine being a grown man afraid of a pad. That's another thing that I don't understand. You know, I was once with this guy. Sorry, Mike. I like sharing, all right? I'm gonna share. This is my YouTube channel, and therefore I can share my horrible experiences with men, okay? So I met this guy. We'll call him Greg. We had a little thing going on, and after some, like, you know, seeing each other around, whatever, we finally decided to go home with each other one night. I was very excited about it, and it was kind of like he was going away and I was staying in the city, so like it was probably the last time I would see him, if not forever. So he comes over, I like spruce up the place, I'm super excited, and then, you know, we're like making out a little bit. And I tell him, I give him a heads up, oh, by the way, like, I have my period. Buddy, he would not touch me after that. It was absolutely stupid. And like, I gotta say, real men don't care, all right? I'm sorry, are you gonna go to war and be grossed out by some blood? No, you're not. Warriors do not care about blood, let alone period blood. You're grossed out by a period? Oh, come on. How do you think we feel about it? It happens to us every month, and you're grossed out about it? I'm just saying, warriors love blood.